Man, what up, what up? So, you already know how I feel about Coach Prime, man. It's one of my idols. So, I'm not gonna lie. My wife told me about this. She told me he was leaving Jackson State and heading to Colorado. Because my wife, she finds out a lot of information. Like, if y'all know my wife's background is in business, but if you didn't know her, you swear it's media journalism because she's just cold with it. She finds all the sources, all the articles. So it took me a while to speak on it because I was kind of letting everybody else opinions get out the way. Yeah, y'all see our baby boy. He want to say hi. You kind of let other people's opinions get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of people, especially in the media realm, who's never been to the SWAC, who's never played for the SWAC. They have no ties to the SWAC, or HBCUs, period. So you kind of have to let their opinions get out the way, and because they're gonna have their obvious opinions, and I'm gonna have my biased opinion. But man, I'm not gonna lie, I really did want Jackson State to possibly go to another conference, go to like an American Athletic Conference, go to the Sun Belt. Um, I was very active on Twitter promoting them to go to Big 12. I was very active. Because I think that would have been a good look for HBCUs. Stop. That would have been a good look for HBCUs because you already know when you have a platform, especially in college football, when you have a platform, everybody else is gonna wonder what that platform is like. So by Jackson State dominating other players around the country and around the world, because there's people in Germany, England who's playing football, they're going to be like, what's the HBCU? And so they're going to find out about Texas Southern University, my alma mater. They're going to find out about Mississippi Valley State University. They're going to find out about Grambling. They're going to find out about Southern. They're going to find out about, Howard. They're going to find out about, North Carolina A&T, North Carolina Central A&M, Alabama State University. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to find out about all these different schools from the CIAA, the SWAC, the MEEK. There's some. It's over 120. There's over 120 HBCUs around the country. You know what I'm saying, Junior? So I thought it would have been really dope. But my opinion that Coach Sanders, Coach Prime, being in Colorado is I think is awesome. It's really a beautiful thing. Think about it, Junior. He went from making $300,000 to now going to making $5 million a year. Like, think about that. Like, that's unheard of. Usually, an individual who's making that low amount of money in college sports, you're not jumping up to $5 million. Like, it don't matter who you is. I don't. No other coach has ever done that. Went from making 100, 300 grand to making 5 million. But that tells you the type of one, his marketing has helped. He's constantly in the news. He set a blueprint for himself. That's what I love what he did at Jackson State. Because Jackson State, I'm pretty sure they probably don't have a great media department. You know what I'm saying? No HBCU does. For some reason, we lack in a lot of things. I'm gonna speak on that later. But they don't have a strong media outlet department like of a Texas, who have their own network, the Longhorn Network, and they still suck, which is crazy, ain't it? Like, how do you have the biggest budget in Texas and have the worst record? Anyways, more on that later. So it was really just is honestly it was probably a couple people, but it is his son. If y'all don't know his son, Deion Sanders Jr. with Well Off Media. Awesome channel. Please go subscribe to it. I've been subscribed back for I don't know, but subscribe to Well Off Media a while now, and I watch it pretty often. Yeah, I watch it a lot. It is very inspiring, to see how far Well Off Media has went. Just to get the behind the scenes footage. Definitely hearing Coach Prime. His speeches, man, is a powerful motivator. It just kind of make you run through a wall. You can't help but to root for Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? So the coach that they're going to get in Boulder, man, it's going to be amazing. And I've said it. Like Coach Prime by himself, he doesn't need much. All he needs is a key. He's gonna build you a house. He's gonna get you a front yard. He's gonna get you a backyard. He's gonna get you a swing set. He's gonna set the foundation. All you gotta do is give him the key. You give him a key, you just get out of his way. Because he's gonna make things, he's gonna make magic happen. He has so many connections, he has so many resources. Like it's just monumental. A lot of people don't know that that man can really coach too. Like he's been a part of the All American game for the past 15 years, or if not longer. He loves and breathes football. That's what he knows. That's all he knows. And not only that, he's a marketing genius. He knows how to market himself. He knows how to stay in the media. Think about it. He was staying in the media before social media. Now imagine, look what he's doing with Twitter and Insta. Like that's why he's such a monumental dude. And when he was at Jackson State, stop, Junior. Stop. Go put it back. Go put it back. He had the most followers out of any program in America. It was dominating recruiting. Like he was taking away players from Georgia, Alabama, Penn State, Michigan, USC, TCU. Like he was killing it. Now that he's at Colorado, and a lot of them players who were iffy about Jackson State, because a lot of players, especially if they're coming from big programs, you know, they're pretty big on facilities. They want to make sure, hey, where can I go to get treatment? Where can I go to get stronger? Where can I go to get faster? And a lot, just unfortunately, HBCUs don't provide that outlet for a lot of players to go from good to great. Like we don't have that, which is unfortunate. But so by him being at Colorado now, he has brass behind him. He has support behind him. Where now, if he want an indoor facility, he can get that indoor facility. If he wants an indoor stadium, he can get that indoor stadium. If he needs a chiropractor for his for the athletes, he can get that. They need soil therapy. They need that hypomic chamber. He can get that too. If they need a jug machine, he can get multiple jug machines. So that's why it's so important that he was at Colorado, because he can do more. He can do a whole lot more than he could at Jackson State. Which is unfortunate, but that kind of tells you where the resources and the vision doesn't compare with other people. Because Deion Sanders is about football. Coach Prime is about football. He knows that football boosts enrollment. It helps with other ventures in the university. It can, it's easier to travel. It's easier to get your kids to buy in. Like that's very important. You can get the best coaches. You get the best kids. So like he has that vision. Jackson State didn't have that vision. They wasn't willing to go all in on his vision. But Colorado is. So like they say, God did, Colorado did. So they swooped in. It was like, that's all you want? We got you. So man, I really do believe, and when he was at Jackson State, I said that they were going to win a SWAC championship within a year, and they did. They won two. Lost the Celebration Bowl against South Carolina State, and now they're going back and playing North Carolina Central. If all the players don't leave, if they play the Celebration Bowl, they're going to win. I'm pretty sure if Shedeur Sanders is going to play in it, I'm pretty sure everybody else is going to follow. They're going to play in it too. So they're going to win. They got way better players than they did prior to South Carolina. And I feel like even against South Carolina State, I feel like they should have won. I thought it was just bad. I think it was just bad offensive play calling. My opinion. It's just my opinion. But we're going to get on that. I'm going to talk about another video on that too. As you can see, I try not to look at things and react quickly. I try to give it time. I try to analyze it, look at it, rewatch things, and then analyze it. Because it's always best to have a better analysis when you're doing it like that. But, yeah, I think that Colorado is going to win I'm not gonna say win a national championship because obviously you still got to go against Georgia. They gonna always be a problem. Alabama's gonna be a problem. Ohio State gonna be a problem. Michigan's gonna be a problem. I feel like USC is back. There are gonna be issues there. Um, Obviously you got to compete with Texas. You have to compete with TCU. You got to compete with U of H now. U of H coming to the Big 12, so that's gonna be pretty big. So I don't know if he'll be in the college football playoff, but within 2 years they will win a Pac-12 championship. And if they do get a college football playoff, man, it might be really good. I'm dead serious, y'all. It might be really good. If Coach Prime can get Colorado to the college football playoff, I'm putting my money on Coach Sanders every time because he don't like losing. And one thing about him, he's gonna rebuild, and rebuild. He knows how to tear things down and rebuild it up. You notice, even in his football career, it was never stagnant. When he couldn't get the limelight that he wanted in Atlanta, he went to San Francisco. When he felt like San Francisco wasn't doing it right, he went to Dallas. When that was kind of ending a little bit, he went to the Redskins. Then after that, then he went to Baltimore. So he knows how to rebuild. You know what I'm saying? Like if you follow his career playing football or baseball, he knows how to stay ahead of the curve. He knows how to what my best words that I love to use is innovation and progression. And he knows it. So man, Colorado, y'all got y'all a good one. All y'all gotta do is just give him the key and get the hell out his way. Cause I promise you, y'all are gonna be some winners now. Y'all are gonna be competing for Pac-12 titles. I promise you. I'm SWAC through and through, and he was dominating the SWAC. I mean, dominating. I mean, he's getting 4 and 5 star players that has never happened ever. Even in the Eddie Robinson days, that has never happened. That has never happened when we had multiple 4-star, 5-star players playing in the SWAC. That has never happened ever in never in the history of HBC athletics. So what he did, he blazed the trail. He set a benchmark for other coaches to follow that are in a SWAC, currently in a SWAC. And man, I'm telling you, y'all definitely got a good one, Colorado. So I'm definitely rooting for y'all. Definitely hope to see y'all in the college football playoff because that would be awesome to see Coach Prime in that limelight. And hey, I believe y'all can do it. Y'all know how we do it. Peace, love, happiness. Tell her bye bye, Junior. Bye bye. Say bye bye, babe. Bye bye. Mama.